Hey, what's going on, everybody? My first stream here live by myself without the help of my fearless leader there for the community, Franklin himself. So I will wait to see if we get some viewers here so that we can actually get this thing started. So I guess what I'm going to try to do almost every night when I have time is that I'm going to go ahead and do my claims, send out some convoys and do some things on NiftyKicks Factory, as well as do my shift changes on Novopangea, one of my favorite games, obviously other than NiftyKicks, and then do some other claims on some other games that I play. Hey Sherry, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man. I decided to go live, man. I had frankly, show me a couple of things, and I decided to go ahead and go live, to do my claims and do my shift changes for Novopangea, man, and do some other things on Dungeon Masters and Animal Animal World as well that I actually play. So why not, man? So we'll wait a couple of minutes to see if we get some and somebody else other than you. It's the first time, so the fact that you're here, hey, that's pretty cool. So I can't complain too much, right? So can't complain. So we'll give it a couple of more minutes before I get started. I actually send out 3 convoys to Island 4. So I figure I go ahead and do those claims live here and see how those actually turn out for me, right? So um, it's always good to to see them fail sometimes, to be honest with you. But I guess I'll see how my luck turns out today on the 3 Island 4 convoys. So we'll see. We'll take a look. I guess while I wait, let me play around with this, man. And I'll do some upgrading too on the. Hey Frank, what's up, man? Thanks, man. Thanks to you, man. Thanks to you. I appreciate all the help, man, for showing me how to get this thing done, brother. Really appreciate it. What's up, John? Just chilling, man. Trying to do some live claiming here on NiftyKicks and do my shift changes here on Novopangea. I'm on all the things that I normally do on every night and every morning. So I try to do a couple of things before starting work in the morning, and then a couple of things before heading out for the night. Before heading to bed. So I want to try to do the live, not every day, but I'll try to do it, man. Um, Oh yeah. So I got your message. I want to say that a couple of people have multiple museums already. Obviously, the usual suspects, right? So you have Jay Z has multiple, and of course Scott, Sergeant Mepper, mountain biker, he has a couple. It's really up to you. Hey, what's up, Prime? Um, I mean, it's really up to you. The way I see it is that the whole thing about the museum, if you really ask me, was worth it, is getting it all the way to tier 500, right? Because the way that we design it is to encourage people to kind of like burn some kicks, right? So we can get that demand for kicks going. One, make it easier on those guys that had hundreds or almost over 1,000 kicks to be able to claim. But if you really get to tier 500, I would say probably get your first one to tier 500, then get another museum. That's the way I would do it. And the reason for that is when you get to tier 500, you get in 25% bonus, right? So you actually those kicks that you burn to get to 500 literally will only be getting you 500 NKFE per hour. But by getting to tier 500, that level 5 or tier 500 museum is actually producing 625 NKFE per hour. So you're getting 125 NKFE per hour extra than those kicks would have gotten you if you don't blend them to a museum, right? So to me, that's the way from right. What's in it for you is that extra, right? So that's how we did it. I didn't want to just do 5% because then if we would have done just 5% of 500, then it's not really worth it, right? You only got 525. So you did send them. Okay, if you send them, let's do this, man. Like let's check that out real quick. So let me actually going to let's see here. Well, you guys are sitting there. You know what? Let me if you guys, while you guys waiting, go ahead and you could type exclamation nifty and your wham, and we'll get the first grubfish started. So let me see if I learned something from the master Franklin. So you guys go ahead, start typing exclamation nifty in your wallet so I can see if they're actually coming up. Prime is laughing. Yeah, man. I just learned yesterday how to do all this stuff. Yep, it's working. I got Franklin, Prime Rogue. Yep, it's working. So thanks, Franklin. Again, I appreciate you schooling me yesterday on getting this stuff done. But while we do that, let me go ahead and send you that NFT, Frank, so you could have that available for yourself here. So you could actually stake that and start upgrading that thing. So where am I sending that to? Franklin GM? All right, sounds good, man. I'm sending that to you right now. All right, cool. So since we have quite a few people, man, let's go ahead and get started, man. So I'm gonna check out my Convoys. Actually, Frank, since you on, I'm gonna show you how easy it is, man, to actually do the blending. And I know I kind of left you out of the loop a little bit. I know you're pretty busy, but so the blending the museums, man, is very easy, very easy. And I know I just told you that you should blend one up before you start the next one. The only reason I have two is because we were testing stuff out, so I wanted to go ahead and test out the NFTs to make sure they actually did it. So I'm gonna claim first, and I know Prime Rogue said, "Yep, asset this registered successfully." I know there's a little typo there that we need to fix, but let's see if they actually claim. So they claim successfully. I know Victor said he's gonna clean that up tomorrow, so that should be good. So Frank, if you can see the staking power right now, because I've already kind of upgraded this one a little bit, is already at 239 NKFE per hour, right? So it's easy, man. You click upgrade. For now, I wouldn't leave it as all. I will probably select common or uncommon, because if you leave it at all, Prime Rook also found out that some of the promo kicks are actually coming up, and I got to check. Hopefully, I didn't blend any of my promo kicks so far, so hopefully I didn't do that. So I would just select common for now. I'm going to select 10 kicks. When you do that, you're going to see the check mark by the 10 kicks that the UI pretty much selected randomly, right? So one of the things that Monk and Scott suggested as well is that we put in the mint number for the NFTs, right? So that way we know what mint number they are. And I think Scott suggested something else, which I already sent to Victor. It was the mint number and something else that he wanted to know that we should add to this. So we're gonna add the mint number. So that way, if the mint number gets selected that you don't want to blend, you obviously can go ahead and unselect that, obviously, right? So once you do that, man, I went to the no screen. So let's go ahead and select the 10 kicks. For whatever reason, my screen here is way too big for myself. So I got to zoom out a little bit. And then you confirm the 10 kicks. It should automatically upgrade for you. As you can see, upgrade successful. It was 239, right? Point something for the mining power that we had, the staking power. Let's see what is that now. As you can see, it went to 244.75, right? So we added 10 kicks, a 0.5 per common kick. So do the math. I mean, we went from 239 to 244.75. So that's kind of how the upgrading goes. Once you get to tier 300 right here, then that NFT will change to this one, right? The 15%. And then you actually staking power is actually 345 just starting off, right? And then you keep upgrading. I say getting to a tier 500 is the best because again, you get 25%, an extra 25% on top of the 500. So your staking power now becomes 625. So that's probably the best thing that you can do in my eyes. So with that, I've been crazy to go claim my convoys. So I'm gonna take a look at the convoys that I have on mission. I'm like you, Frank. I haven't really sent out too many convoys, right? Because I don't want to be like on the leaderboard and stuff like that. But from time to time, I want to send my convoys out. And this tip kills me, man. It's either my internet or the API. But I know that our images are very require a lot of memory. So that's one of the things that we're gonna try to do with the next game is trying to kind of like lower the not lower the quality, but maybe do a little bit of optimization on the images so it's not that much memory so they can load up a little bit faster, right? So all 3 of these convoys were to Island 4. So let's see if I'm lucky. Yep, there we go. Mission successful. So that's the first one. So 1 out of 3, not too bad, right? Not too bad at all. Let's see how I do in the next 2. Hoping I get 3 out of 3, but you know how that goes sometimes. I've sent all 3 to Island 4 before, and I go a whopping 0 for 3. So, all right, here we go. Mission successful. 2 for 2 so far. Let's go. 2 for 2. Let's do that third one real quick. Then I'm gonna do some claims, and then I gotta go do my shift changes in Novo. That takes me a little while, man. That's what happens when you grow too big. Let's see. The vinyl press will be in the next game. You know, I have a lot of ideas for the vinyl press. They were supposed to come in handy on PvP Prime Rogue to answer that question. And I still haven't abandoned that. There you go, 3 for 3. So the idea behind the vinyls was that, you know, you guys craft the vinyls in NiftyKicks. You take those vinyls into Nifty blocks on iJack's page, right, for Zone. And you actually blend the vinyl with some music. I think they were going to have like 1 wax or 5 wax per blend, right? You add music to the vinyl. The idea was to bring it back into NiftyKicks and stake it. And as you playing the game, you actually can listen to the beats, right? That you can actually listen to what you're playing. Not only that, one of the ideas behind that whole concept was that if you play the music, if you add some of those NFTs to the convoys, right, that improves the morale of your troops. So maybe they wouldn't die. Obviously, that was before when we actually had the troops actually took hits and you came back and you heal the troops, right? So we need to go back and revisit that idea and how that music is going to affect the convoys, right? So maybe, and we have many ideas. I talked to iJax and we thought that it was a common vinyl with only 1 song. Maybe gives you 1 extra life for that convoy, right? If it's a rare, it gives you 2 extra lives, things like that. So we have to figure out how the music is going to affect the convoys because I still want to implement that, right? Number 1, I want the music, the beat to be playing in the background while you are in the UI, but also I want to give it more use case than just playing the music, right? How does the music that you're playing affect your convoy? So we need to figure that out with the concept that we currently have. If not, to your point, we could also use that in the next game, right? Since the next game is going to be an issue, the PvE is going to be story mode. Maybe we have the music playing in the background and the music has some effect on maybe your energy, right? Because you're going to have to use NKFE to energize those NFTs for the next game. So maybe playing those vinyls maybe affect the energy in some way that maybe your energy doesn't deplete as fast as if you were not using any type of vinyls, right? And if we're going to have 4 rarities for the vinyls, obviously I want to say the legendary or the mythic, whatever the highest vinyl is, will actually improve your energy consumption even more, right? The whole idea behind the vinyls was that a common would take sort of 1 song, obviously common 2 songs, a rare or epic, whatever I just decide to call it, 3 songs, and then the legendary or the mythic will take 4 songs, right? So depending on the amount of songs that you have in the vinyl will affect the energy. So we do have some ideas. We just haven't, kind of slapped the table on how we're going to use it. But that's definitely something that we're definitely going to incorporate either in the current game, NiftyKicks, or the new games, right, that we're going to develop. And I got to be careful what I say because I don't want to give out too much of the new game. So, all right, so combos were successful, so I'm going to leave this alone. I'm just going to go ahead and claim my machines and everything else that I got to claim. And then after that, I'm going to go into Nobleman because that's really what I do the most twice a day. My Novopangea, the NiftyKicks and Novopangea, and I normally claim my Dungeon Master. So I don't have a lot in Dungeon Masters, but I still run that. Just so everybody know, one of the reasons I'm playing Dungeon Masters is because I'm planning on investing some money into it so I can get to a staking level where I can actually not just vote, but pretty much, I think when you get to staking level 5, which is 5 million wombat, pretty much I can put our, let's say, a legendary kicks. And I know we're burning a lot of the kicks, right? As a community, I guess we'll have a vote and decide which NFTs we're going to stake in the wombat, the Dungeon Master game. and those NFTs will be stakeable in that game, right? So that's one of the things that I'm actually doing. One of the reasons why I'm playing the Dungeon Masters right now, anyway. So I have some plans for that to kind of capitalize on that as well. So let me go ahead and claim my kicks. Man, I went down on the kicks for blending all the kicks into those things, huh? But those museums are actually making a lot, so I can't complain about that. All right, let's see here. So you can see, man, I'm hurting on knowledge. I gotta buy some more of my own chronicles so I can add to these things. I think I already claimed, yep, I already claimed the museums when we first started. So let me go ahead and claim the collabs. And last but not least, the chronicles. You guys saw the art, right, for the new chronicle coming out on Friday. That Scott is doing a great job with those stories. Number one, the lore is amazing. I just read number 10. I know number 9 is the one coming out this Friday, but I already read number 10, and I guess I could share I think I already shared the image of number 10. Maybe I think I shared with Frank. I haven't shared with the community yet, but that image looks hot, and the story is even hotter. That story behind the lore behind number 10, it just keeps getting better and better, man. So Scott has a great mind. Prime, I think you and Hammond, if you guys got your minds together to write some lore, man, that would be crazy. I can't wait to see what he comes up with for volume 2, because I think I've said it before that volume 2 of the Chronicles, all 12 chapters are going to be missions, right, in the new game. So for example, chapter 1 will have probably 4 sub chapters, and each one of those sub chapters is actually a mission that you have to complete in that new game. So essentially, in order for you to continue to play the game, right, you actually have to buy each chapter, and each chapter opens up 4 different missions, right, for you to play. And you're going to kind of have to go in sequential order in that game, because you're going to start off with one, and I want to say one, but a basic NFT, right? And I don't want to give too much of it, a basic NFT. And in order for you to actually build the better NFTs in the game, to actually be able to do this, the missions that are going to come later on, right? After, chapter 5 through, let's say, 8, you're going to need a different NFT, right? So as you go through those first missions in those first 3 to 4 chapters, right? That equals about 12 missions. Those missions are going to drop parts for you to build your next NFT for the next missions, right? So it's going to be a very well put together game that you're going to have to play. And I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be really, really good. So, all right. So I'm done with Nifty Kicks. So let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to stop sharing real quick, and I'm going to go back to sharing the gruff fish, so we can go ahead and run that gruff fish real quick. Let me see how many people are on here. Not that many. So we only have 1, 2, 3. Only have 6 people. All right, this is what I'm going to do for the gruff fish winner. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a mythic box. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll run a couple of gruff fish. So the winner will get a mythic box. And we'll go ahead and, as a matter of fact, let me actually listen to Franklin told me. Let me make sure that I have a Word doc over here ready for the gruff fish, so I can go ahead and have that ready, so I can copy and paste the winner. Give me 1 quick second so I can set that up. I should have had that set up before, but hey, first time, like I said, streaming by myself. So again, kudos and thanks to Franklin for helping me out in doing that. So let me go ahead and set this thing up here real quick, so I can have that ready before I run the gruff fish. All right, cool. I have that set up right there, so everybody can see the gruff fish, right? So let's go ahead and choose the game here. Uh-oh, what am I doing wrong, Frank? Nothing. I guess I'm good. It just wasn't working. All right, so here we go. So let me wait about 10 seconds. Oh, I'm not gonna wait 10 seconds. I guess we're going for it. My bad. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Who's gonna win? Man, I hope that one of you guys actually get those boxes. And I'm not going to open those up on stream unless you guys want me to. I can always just send those boxes to you guys to open on your own. But if you guys want to open on stream, I definitely will. All right, who's it going to be, JC or Sherry? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Oh, it's Sherry. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Make sure I don't mess this up. Five winners. Sherry Cowboy, winner of the Grubfish. All right, that's good. Let's go and stop sharing that real quick. And I'll set the new, give me a second to set up the new Grubfish here so you guys can start putting your whams already in there. You guys go ahead, exclamation nifty and your wham so we can set up the next the next Grubfish here. And let's go ahead and go into my next claim. And I told you guys that's what I was doing. I'm going to go ahead and do my Novo claim. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. And it's something I do right before I go to bed. So we're going to go ahead and get that done right now. Oh, man, this stuff is like way zoomed in for me. I don't know why, but. All right. Let's see here. Hopefully you guys can see my Novo screen. Yep, now I can see it myself. All right. Man, I have so many skill workers. I've grown a lot since I actually started this game. So pretty catchy game. Obviously, great community, just like NiftyKicks. Love your creator over there and Franklin and JC as well. Helped me out a lot when I first got started. So really appreciate that. So let me go ahead and release other workers. Yes, 825. I think I have a couple of unskilled workers though, but those should be dying off soon. I think I'm starting to stand any extra NFTs that I'm getting from Nova that I'm not using. I'm not gonna lie, I was selling it initially, so I right now, wow, Jay-Z, you burned 1,400 kicks a day. That is crazy, man. You know what? It is a good thing because you guys are gonna be able to claim better now. But I also think that this is going to definitely create a demand for kicks and secondary, which I think is going to be good. You know, leading up to all the stuff, all the changes that we're making. So we have two major changes still for NiftyKicks, right? So, or I want to say changes, but upgrades, right? We got the tech center coming out here very shortly, maybe as quick as next week, but don't quote me on that. Tomorrow is what? Well, today's Monday, so yeah. I mean, I know that that we have a couple of things to tweak on the museum just to make sure that it don't have any of those bugs, right, with the promos. And then also, you know, that message that you saw earlier that Prime broke identify. I appreciate that, Prime. Other than that, I mean, they're hot on the tech center. The tech center is almost done. We were just waiting on some numbers that Scott and I were putting together, and I'll publicly tell you that I share some stuff with Jay-Z to help me out on the numbers, just to give us a sanity check on that. So once we do some sanity check on those numbers, I think that's the only thing that we need. Everything else, from what Victor told me, they already had is already ready. We just got to work on that table, right, to make sure the numbers make sense to us. And I think we should be able to release that tech center hopefully sometime next week. And then after that is the map, right? So everything we see on the menu of NiftyKicks is going to be a building on the map. And I think that's going to give the game, I think, the depth that it needs for right now. And then after that's done, we're going to go hot into developing the next game, right? Kind of like an expansion, but it's going to be a standalone game. I call it an expansion because it's going to need NKFE to function, right? So I will definitely is definitely going to give NKFE a huge use case. I'm almost done with the white paper for that project, and the art is coming along very nicely. I'm not going to share anything with the public yet, with any even the community, until everything is ready. When everything is ready, set to go, I will apply for all the badges that we need to apply to. And well, I don't even know what to call it, Atomic Hub anymore, right? Wombat, I guess, and then and go from there, right? So we'll see how that goes. I know it's going to be great, but we'll go from there. I don't know what happened to releasing all the workers here, but sometimes it happens to me. Sometimes I get this error, but I just do it a couple of times until it works and go from there. So it says building not found. Okay, that's because they're already gone. So that's good. So this is the thing with me, and I know I've asked this before, but one of the issues that I have for me, just because the way I play the game, not an issue with Noble, I think it's a great game, is that I was trying to use the water realm just for like renting, right? Renting the building and stuff like that. But eventually, since I've accumulated 50 workers as well, skilled workers for the water realm. So when I'm doing this process, it takes me a little bit longer because I have to sort by that realm. And I want to make sure that any of the buildings that I don't use for my own skilled workers, that I kind of either set the rent or set the wage separately. As you can see, nobody has rent any of my stuff anyways. And I was actually doing some redesigning on the water, man. So this is going to take me a little bit longer. Sorry. I was doing some redesigning on my water realm setup. So I was actually removing some buildings and kind of resetting it because I was taking too much land, right? All my stuff was standing all the way out here. So I didn't want to be that guy. So I went ahead and consolidated a little bit what I have here. So I definitely need to do some redesigning really quick before I do that. So it's going to take me a little bit here, but I have to because I started doing that earlier today, this morning. So I'm going to have to finish that up, guys. Sorry about that. So I got to cancel all these rentals right here just because I got to redesign how my stuff works. I know, man. I'm very picky with how my Nova stuff looks. I don't know, maybe a little too picky. Frank's like, come on, Carlos, just put the buildings anywhere, man. I can. I gotta have like a little design. That's one of the reasons why I loved it when the District 11 was opened up, because I was able to actually redesign my things. The only thing that I haven't been able to figure out is, and Frank, I don't know, maybe you can help me out if you're still on. How do I find out exactly what land that is, right? Because I see this. Oh, I think you guys changed that. So number 429. So if I look for land number 429, that's where this building is sitting at right here. I'm assuming anybody that all you guys pretty much play Noah, right? Jay-Z, Prime. Is that what that is? If I click on that building right there, it says number 429. Is that the land number? I'm assuming it is. So I'm going to look for that. See if that's what it is, because I have to remove that land from there. So let's see here. I want to say that's what it is, but not time. I got to go to water. Yep. JC says should be okay. Cool. So let me see that. So I got to look for 429. Let's see here. Man, I need glasses. I do use glasses. What I mean is I should be wearing my glasses right now, and I'm not. Man, I don't see 429 unless I'm blind. Nope, I didn't see 429 at all. Did I miss it? Did I skip it? Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that land at all. Jay-Z said it should be, but I don't see 429. I'm assuming that's the number right here in the top left corner, right? Because obviously the other number is the district, but I don't see 429 at all. Again, unless I'm blind, which quite possibly I am. I don't see 429 at all. Nope. Don't see it at all. So let's see here. Right, that's what it says there, right? Number. Oh, is that the building number? See if you have any other land claims in your wallet that match. I want to say that's the building number because it has the building icon on there, right? I think that's what it is, right? So I guess if I find that building, I should be able to cancel the contract on that building. So let's see. I think that's the building number and not the land number. So let's take a look. I think exactly what it is right there, 429. So let's cancel the rental. And let's see. Yep, that was it. It was the building number. Thanks. Thanks, JC. That's exactly what it was, the building number. So the only thing is I have to do is I want to see if this guy right here is already set, because I gotta move that damn, resting ends in 10 hours. So I can't move that land that I have right here, can't move it to where I want it just yet. But I definitely have to move that as well. So, but what I can do is I can go ahead and put that residential right here where I need it at. So that will work. I'm gonna have to remove this land for now. Sorry, I did a lot of crazy stuff for Novo. I'm always moving stuff around. Not always. Like I said, I just like certain designs and how I design the stuff. So I got to remove one more building, which is this one right here. That's building. What it says, the land contract has 7 hours, 40 minutes remaining. Please renew. Okay, I don't need to renew that right now. So I need to remove that building. Actually, that's what I need to do. But I don't know what building that is. Let's see. It has to be that one. Let's cancel the wage on that one. Oh, that's the one. I'm just guessing this because that's the only one that's there that needs a wage. So let's see. Cancel rental. I just got to move that building as well. Let's see, that's the right one. Nope. All right, damn it. I'm still learning. All right, so let's set all this rents because I think I'll probably find the building faster if I set the rents on those things. So I'll be able to see the building number kind of like we did the other one. So let's see if I get the building number now. Give it a minute here, I guess. How come? Let me refresh. Unless I'm doing something wrong, man. I look like a novice over here, right? Playing Novo, even though I've been on this for quite a few months now. I don't know. I just decided today to move all the buildings around, like I said, just to make room for other people to actually put the lands on there without me taking up all the space. So I got to figure out what building number that is. I can't figure that one out. Why? I have no idea. The other one he gave it to me, but that one it did not. It says that I have to renew, but when I'm over here, it doesn't say anything renew contract. So let's do this. Maybe if I wake up all the workers, maybe that land will become available for me to be able to, because sometimes I know I have to do that as well. I got to release workers, wake up all the workers so I can see, so I'm able to renew contracts. But nope, not working for me. Not working at all. So I can't tell what building that is. So that sucks. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, if I can, is cancel all the wages on those. Oh, I might not be able to. It looks like I have. Let's see, that one came off. Nope, it did not. All right, I guess I will have to do that later. I don't want to take up all the time on my stream trying to set up the I'm gonna just set up my food facilities because that's normally what I only have 50 skilled workers for the water realm, and I normally just actually use them for my food facilities. To be honest with you, so I will go ahead and at least get the food facility stake, so I can go ahead and get get those workers going on the water realm, and then go ahead and set up all my workers everywhere else that I need them at. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not wasting all this time trying to figure this out. I'll figure out the rest of the buildings and where they need to go later on today, or maybe tomorrow morning when I do the next claim. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I have those set up. I think that'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing going here and set up my residential buildings. I normally only use 5 of my residentials in the water. To the rest of them, I rent them out because I don't need 5 of them. Everything is level 5. And since I only have 25 workers on each shift, and that's really all I need. So that's actually pretty good. So I can't complain about that too much. So let's set this bad boys up for myself as well. I have enough workers to fill every single building that I have on the other 2 realms. So I normally have everything else that I don't use in the water already set for rental. So I normally do those individually. So the rest I just do it in bulk. So I do use a lot of Novo for all my bulk actions. But I think even after all that, and I wanted to do the math, but I'll do that some other time when I'm not on stream. I want to do the math to see exactly how much Novo I make per shift. But just eyeballing it, I want to say that I make close to maybe 1,200 Novo per shift. So that's not bad at all, because I make over 3,000 obsidian per shift. So that's actually not too bad at all. All right, so I got all that stuff set up. And as a matter of fact, let me actually finalize the upgrades here, because I had 12 shadow workers going from level 4 to level 5. So let's make sure those are all upgraded as well. And that will give me exactly 850 skill workers at level 5, all of them level 5. So all the buildings are level 5, all workers are level 5. So I can't complain too much about that. Took me a while to do it, but hey, it's done. All right, so let's go ahead and send these guys out to get some food. So I only have 25, like I said, per shift on the water. So 25 level 5 skill workers going out to get food. I have a few unskilled workers. Again, I'm trying to send all the skilled workers and all my extra noble NFTs. I started saying that earlier, and I skipped that. I'm sending that to the nkfactory.gm wallet. And what I'm going to do probably for the next game, those are going to be some NFTs too that I'm going to put in there. I talked to Creati. He's cool with that. Just like I gave him some of our NFTs, I'm going to put some of those NFTs to actually be dropped on the missions as well. So I can promote, Novo as well, just for the guys and gals that come and play NiftyKicks Factory. So gotta push people over to the Novo family as well. So all right, and let me rest all those skilled workers real quick. So that's pretty quick on the water. Sorry, I was trying to move the buildings around, but I'll finish that up at another time. So that's normally what I normally just go for that, and then I go to my home district, which is obviously my space right here. That's my home district. As you can see, all my buildings are level 5. That's kind of my little design right there. I kind of do a mirror image on both sides. I have quite a lot of buildings there, so which is great. I love it. I normally I have 70 skilled workers going for the food facilities, 70 skilled workers going for the materials, and then 60 skilled workers going towards the energy. So sometimes I don't know if everybody goes through that too. Like they come out like that, like 6 out of 100, and then 0 out of 200. Even though I know it's more than that, so sometimes I just got to hit refresh just to get that going again, and the numbers come up the right way. So that's nothing too bad. I mean, just a short refresh right there. I do have to sell material sometimes, going from space to and that could be my internet too. Like right now, the way it is, I normally have to sell materials before going to my shadow realm because it's too much, and sometimes I don't. But right now, I'm actually upgrading my storage right now. So let's see. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, if I go for food right away, so I got a method. I don't know. There's a method to the madness. The way I do it, I kind of send a shift out first. Then I go ahead and rest my 100, the first 100 of the 200 workers. So that way, out of the 200 workers, so that way that creates some room on my food storage, and then I'll go ahead and send out workers to do the food. So that's kind of the method that I use to kind of create that space that I need on there. So it's not too bad. Let's see here. Go back to the skill workers right here. So let's go ahead and rest 100. Let's go feed those guys, and then I go back to the workers, and I send the other the 60 to the energy. I normally only leave like after all my shifts are done. I normally leave like 22,000 food and 12,000 of energy and 12,000 of building materials without changing them to obsidian, just so I can have ready for the next, for my next change. That's normally how I do it. So, and then, as you can see, I flip back and forth between sending them out and then feeding the other 100. So it's very quick. That way, it gives time for the UI and the transaction on the back end to actually catch up. I have 70 left, and as you can see now, I have room, and I go ahead and I send those guys out. But even with the facilities the way they are, my storage, I should say, the way they are, I still need to sell before I go to the shadow realm. So that's done. I'm done with the shift for the space. That's cool. As you can see, I mean, I have the storage right now at 129,000 for building materials. I may have to upgrade that one more time. And right now I have the food at 86, but that's upgrading right now. I have the mythic speed up going on, so I have another 12 days and 10 hours for that. I don't think I necessarily need to do energy. I think the energy is fine where it's at, but I may have to upgrade these two one more time maybe. But I'll play with it like I'm doing right now with the food to see actually how that goes. So I'm gonna have to sell some stuff, and I want to see actually how much I have. I got to take a note here so I know exactly how much I have. I want to do some math to see, and I guess I should have done some math before I started on the see how much Novo I started with to see how much I'm spending on the bulk transactions. But I want to see at least how much obsidian I start with when I start selling stuff to see how much Novo I'm making per shift. Of course, minus what I use, but for now I just want to see how much I make, even without discounting how much I use per uh, for the bulk actions anyway. So let's see. Let's just sell some of this. I already wrote down how much obsidian I have right now, so I can take a look. I'm just curious to see how much I'm making per shift. So and that's not even including the creatures, right? So I know the creatures, sometimes they bring stuff back, sometimes they don't. And it's funny, I don't know if you guys have done this too. I mean, I know it's RNG, and I love it. I love the RNG on NiftyKicks, by the way. But some of the times, most of the time, my epic creatures are coming back. I will say they don't fail, right? I don't want to say they're coming back with more, because obviously I noticed the legendary mythics bring back a lot more materials and things like that, resources, right? But the epics, I don't really fail that much, but I have my legendary mythics come back with 0 more often than I had the epics come back with 0. And I know it's RNG, but I thought that was pretty interesting to see that. I'm not keeping track on how many times. I don't have time for that. I've just noticed that the epic creatures actually are a lot more efficient in coming back with resources, and my legendary and especially the mythics actually have the tendency to fail more than the epics have. Again, I don't know if you guys had that same thing happen to you guys, but it's happened to me. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish this because I wanna get these at the same time for the next claim tomorrow morning. Then after that, we run another grub fish for the mythic box. I know Sherry at all you want already, so let me go ahead and get this done, and we'll go from there. So let's see. Let's go back to sending out materials. I always do materials first, then energy, and then the food. So let's go ahead and send these guys out. Let's go ahead and send the first 100 to rest. I know it says only 190, but by finalizing the upgrade that I just did, I should be 200 on each shift as well for the shadows. So that's why I said I have 850 skill workers now at level 5. So that's awesome. I was looking forward to that. I may need some more skill workers in the water, so I could actually. So I have 5 food, 5 material in the water, and I also have 10. I want to say it's 10 or 8 energy. I don't know if I'm going to try to get the skilled workers to just not rent anything out, but right now I'm renting the building that I'm not currently using, so that's actually not too bad. So let me go ahead and send out energy again. Change that shift. And let's go ahead and send the next 90 to be fed and rest. And last but not least, let's send the last couple of guys out to actually to the food facilities for shadow. I may have some extra workers, and I'm not going to send them out to other people's buildings because, again, they were just upgraded. So I want to make sure that I have, 200 workers available for my building. So 70 food, 70 materials, and then the 60 energy. One of the reasons why I probably have so many extras right now too is because I'm still upgrading the facilities here. So as a matter of fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that I may have a building that I still have to upgrade. Because that one's going to level 5. Yep, I still need to upgrade this bad boy right here. Might as well do it now before I sell the materials. That needs to go to level 5, and then that gives me the right amount of buildings that I need for the amount of laborers, skill workers that I have. So let's add a speed up to that. So once these two things are done, I'll be at full capacity. Right now, I'm gonna have some workers that are gonna be idle, which is fine with me. I don't want to send them out to other people's buildings right now because it's gonna throw it out of whack. I'd rather have the extras until those buildings are ready, so I can start sending them out to those buildings. So, all right, cool. So let me go ahead and sell the rest of the stuff and just keeping the amount that I normally keep, anyways, so that I can see exactly how much obsidian I have after each shift, leaving the amount that I normally leave set aside for the next shift. So, because that's what I started off with. So I figured that was already there. So I'm not going to count that against me. So, all right, let's see here. All right, so shift done. So let's see. How much did I make? Not a lot. I thought I made more than that per shift. I guess I was mistaken. I thought I made a lot more than that per shift. So let's see right now. So 14,887.7744 minus 12,671.7745. So I only made 22.15 obsidian on that claim right there. So times that times 2. So I'm making a lot less than I thought it was, but still not bad. About 4,500 obsidian. You buy that by 3, so 1,500 noble. That's actually not too bad at all. So 1,500 noble times what? I know I don't do. I shouldn't do 30, but I'm gonna do 30 anyways. That's like 45,000 noble a month. But obviously, with my job, I don't know if I can do 2 shifts per day because normally when I'm traveling for work, even when I'm home, I skipped sometimes on claiming or doing the shift changes. But if I could do 2 shifts per day constantly, 1,500 noble, that's not bad. That's not bad at all per day. That's not bad at all. Not bad. For whatever reason, I mean, I actually, you know what? I take that back. I messed up because I did upgrade. I did upgrade that level 4 to a level 5, and that's what 1,500 noble, 1,500 obsidian, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I am right. I think I do more than that per shift. Damn it! I should never upgraded that building because it threw everything off. Is it 1,500 to upgrade a level 4 to a level 5? Does anybody knows? Anybody? I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out. All right, so let me go ahead and do the grub fish again. I know some of you already left. I know I'm a little boring here, but let's go ahead and stop the screen there, and I'm going to present the grub fish, and let's go ahead and run that real quick. And then after that, I am going to get off. It is late for me here. I think I will do the other claims that I do for the other things that I do at a later time. I already been going for quite a few. Like Franklin always tell me, man, when we on stream, you don't really get to see. You don't get to see how fast how fast time is going. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this started in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going here. Let's see who actually takes this next box. This is what I'm gonna do. Since this was actually pretty boring, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and send 2 boxes to each one of the winners. So Sherry, I'm gonna send you 2 mythic boxes. Whoever wins this next grub fish, I'm gonna send you 2 mythic boxes as well. So hopefully gives you a better luck of actually getting that mythic. Oh man, Sherry gonna win again? Sherry, if you win, you're gonna have 4 mythic boxes to open up. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was really close. Oh, so close, Sherry. So close. Prime Rogue takes the win. Nice, Prime. Very nice. I know it's only 2, but I want to know. Nice. All right, gentlemen. So 2 questions for you guys. Do you want me to open your boxes live, or you want me to just send them to your WAMs? That's okay with me. Whatever you decide to do, let me know now. I either get off streaming, I end it here, or I could send you the boxes. Sherry said yes, open. All right, let's do that, Sherry. Let me go ahead and mint those boxes right now. And Prime said open as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna mint 4 boxes. Obviously, the 2 lowest mint numbers go to Sherry since he won the first grubfish, and then the other 2 will go to Prime. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and mint those boxes real quick, and we get this done here really fast. Let me go and mint those boxes really, really fast here. And we're going to get ahead and open them live. Man, that'll be crazy. And we open up a mythic kick on my first stream, man. I will love you guys forever. And we can get this done right now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mint those boxes real quick. Frank, and we open up these boxes, man, without you being live, I'm going to tell you that the student has passed the sensei. If I actually open up those boxes right now, man. Let's hope not, because I know you want to open them. But if I do, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to call it. I'm gonna have to say that I passed the sensei just because I opened the boxes. So, all right, let's go ahead and mint 4 of those boxes real quick. All right, sweet. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. All right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and actually go to our collection real quick. I should just go to Nifty Royal. That's easier. That's easier to find my collection because we're number 5 right now. Man, I've been dethroned. We were number 1 at one point on actually on the Nifty Royals, but people keep buying Nifty, man, and going up and up. So I hope you guys can see my screen, right? Let me move it over here actually so I can see what we're doing. So all right, I'm on the right screen. I just want to make sure that I'm on the right screen. So all right, so oh man, I forgot I got all the boxes from those from the last couple of convoys that I ran. So that's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go with the first 2 boxes right here. Let's see. They don't have mint numbers yet. So you guys okay if I just do the first 2 boxes for Sherry and the next 2 for Rogue for Prime? Is that okay? Nifty John says, send out my 20 of each. Can't wait to start leveling up. Hey, Nifty John, as soon as I get done with the stream, I go ahead and verify that. And I'll go ahead and send you the museum right away. Yeah, I'm good with whatever. Okay, Prime Rogue sounds good. Thanks, guys. So all right, so we're gonna go with the first box here It's going to be the first 2 boxes going to be for Sherry Cowboy. So good luck, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck. Let's see. Oh, empty pack number 1. All right, we're going to go with the next box for Sherry. Good luck, man. If I have to redo these again, man, I would do it and at least put like a blend ticket in there instead of the empty boxes. But empty boxes are kind of funny too. So sorry, Sherry, your first 2 boxes were empty. So let's see if Prime actually brings the luck. Come on, man. I want this to be opened up. Come on. Oh, man, these open up a lot faster because I'm using my cloud wallet. I like when Franklin does it because he uses the Anchor wallet, so he has to kind of like confirm, right? But for me, it opens up right away. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, NiftyKicks. Come on. Come on. Ah, damn it. Yeah, man. They open up too quickly with my cloud wallet, man. The student have not passed the sensei. I'm still a grasshopper. So Franklin is definitely still the sensei on that one. So sorry, guys. Sorry. So hey, guys, I appreciate you coming on. I know I only had a few of you guys on. This is my first stream. Hopefully, I didn't screw it up too bad. I would try to get better at the claims so it goes a lot faster. But I would try to probably stream almost every single day. We could talk about NiftyKicks. I could do my NiftyKicks and Noble Claim. And I promise tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about the tech center, and we'll talk about some numbers for the tech center, so I can get some feedback from you guys. But thank you again, and have a good night, everybody. And Nifty John, I'm gonna go check that out real quick, and I'll send you that museum right away, man. Thanks a lot for sending this out, man. Thanks, and have a good night, guys. Later.